You were born in the village near the Albanian border.
Yes.
And do you want to take us back to a memory of your brothers and sisters? There was six brothers, am I right? And four girls. That was quite a big family. Your mother.
Nine brothers and sisters.
Yeah. So do you want to tell me? Do you remember their names? And
Of course.
let's talk about that.
My older brother, his name was Dimitris.
Demetrius. Okay.
He was about 17, 19, 18 years old. And during the Greek Civil War, they forcibly took him to the communist army.
Okay.
And a year later, he was together with other Greek Antarctists, to call them.
Guerrillas?
Guerrillas,
Yes.
yeah. And they were caught by the extreme right-wing one. And unfortunately, they didn't, even they knew that the communists used to by force, take young boys and girls into the army. They killed him there. So we lost one brother, the oldest brother.
Was it Miko or is that another brother?
Dimitris.
Demetrius. Okay.
That was the oldest brother.
Okay.
That we didn't live too much together.
Okay.
The guerrillas was the Greek army, Christos?
Greek.
So even though the boys had no choice but to do what they were told, they still killed them
Yeah.
because they were communists.
Yeah, because I thought they are communists.
Yeah.
But they were taken by the communists.
Yeah.
By force.
Or taken by communists and changed, yeah.
And instead of, you see, you blaming one side,
Yeah.
now I'm blaming the other side because you're idiots. Why did you kill him?
Yeah.
You
yeah.
knew
Yeah.
that the communists, they used to take boys like his
Yeah.
age and girls by force.
Yeah.
Instead of taking him and,
Should
give
take him
something.
home.
Yeah.
Home. Take him
They
home.
kill him.
Yeah.
So that was your older brother?
That
And
was my
then-
older brother.
Yep.
Then was my older sister, Evgenia.
Evinia. Okay.
Unfortunately, she passed away when she was only 45 years old. And she stayed in Greece. Right? And in 1948, I think it was summer, because my father was a shepherd, they used to take by force other
Other children.
No. They used to take other sheep and goats
Yes, they used
together.
to take their sheep
Take
and
them
goats,
and give
yes.
them to him so they can take them for themselves.
Yes.
So, but in other words, he forcibly was taken by the communists, and while I was with my father and my older brother Thanasis, in 1948, when was the last fight between, or the last one we were there, were forcing us towards the Albanian border.
Yes.
And then, lucky enough, my yaya, who used to look after me, she went to another village to do something, and they forced her to go to the border too. And we met them there, and from there, all was pushed inside to Albania.
And it was at this point you thought you'd be able to you were with your father and your grandmother, and you thought you would be able to get back into Greece, but you were now in Albania.
Yeah,
And
we thought the next day we'll come back.
yes.
And
you saw you talk about there was a memory of an old lady that was on a roof, and she talked about how you don't know how poor it is
because they knew about the system. The part that went to Albania we used to call them, and I used to call them Vorios Epiros, which means used to be part of Greece before.
Yes.
And there were Greeks living there.
Yeah.
And these people, this old lady, was sitting on a
Tin roof.
on the roof. She knew what the lifestyle was there under the communist system. She was telling us, because she thought we're going there by ourselves, we want to go there. She didn't know that we were forcibly taken in there. And from there, they took us to a city which was Greek city called Argyro-Castro.
Yes.
In Albania, Girocastre. And they put us, myself,
Your
with
father and your...
no.
No?
My father with my brother and some other shepherds, they were looking after the sheep and goats.
Okay.
And us, we didn't know that. They took us to there, and they put us, instead of, they didn't have hotels or something, they put us to a mosque.
In a mosque, yes.
And in the mosque, which was closed, and there. And we didn't know nothing about it. I didn't know nothing about it. And at night time, when we want to go to sleep, one of the ladies say to the other one, they had lights.
Yes.
Because in our village, we didn't have lights at that time.
I love this story, yeah.
We didn't have lights, we didn't have telephones, we didn't have nothing.
Yeah.
And he says, turn the lights off. He says, I'm trying to turn it off. And was saying, no, try again, I'm trying, he said. And a young guy who knew, he said, I'll turn it off from here. How you can turn it off from there, we can't turn it off here. He said, here, look. And he just pushed it back.
So that was your first experience with electricity?
Exactly.
Yeah.
That was my first experience because I didn't know then. I thought, the old lady knew. Yeah. I didn't know.
And it was at this point that you had this opportunity with a group of young children to go into a communist, which you ended
at that
up in
particular time
Budapest.
there, we didn't have any there. Later on, then, they took me and other children.
And your grandmother had to say goodbye.
And not there.
Okay.
They took us to another village towards the center of Albania, away from the borders of Greece. Because they thought that way we were more safe. That's the way of thinking. And from there, we kept them there for a few months. And after, because that was the year when the communists were defeated and took thousands of other young kids to the communist states. And from Albania, then they took them, they wanted to send them to the other communist states, which was at that time Hungary, Romania, Czechoslovakia, Yugoslavia, East Germany. And they took us kids to the northern parts of Albania, to a place we were all young kids from all over the Epirus. But we didn't have parents or anybody, just...
So you'd left your grandmother and all your brothers and sisters.
I was taken then,
Yeah.
There...
So now you're in Budapest.
And from there, they took us to send us and spread us to different countries.
Yes.
And as we were going with a plane, we stopped in Budapest, and I was sick. I became sick with cold. And they sent me to a hospital, and after the hospital, then they kept in Hungary, and they sent me to a children's school, which were Greek, not the Hungarian.
Not regular school.
Only Greeks.
They spoke Greek. Okay.
Start up with this. And from there, they took us to different things, and I grew up there for a few years. And then when I became a bit older, and I wanted to go to high school, they didn't have high school in Greek there. I didn't have enough teachers to teach that, because the teachers that taught us, they were not actually teachers. There were some people who knew a bit of, and they said, all right, we'll teach you how to write, how to speak. And then I have to go to a Hungarian school, and I went to another place, which was Csongrád. And there I went to school, high school.
And
in that school, there were about another 3-4 Greek boys and Greek Slavo-Macedonians. That's how we used to call them then. Slavo-Macedonians, we spoke Slavic.
Yes.
And I was there, I was doing well. I was communicating with by sending letters here and there. And one day, the headmaster of the school asked me to go to his office.
And you thought you were in trouble, didn't you?
Yeah, and I thought, well, what I've done? I haven't done anything. Why would he call me to his office? I went down there, and he said to me, sit down, comrade, Elftarsh. It means comrade. That's how they used to call us then, not Mr. or Mrs.
Comrade.
Comrade. He says, do you have any relatives or friends or something in the capitalist countries? The capitalist countries, in those, they were the bad ones. Who were the good ones?
Yes.
They are the bad ones. No, comrade, I don't have anybody. The only ones we have is which my parents, my mother, my family in Greece, because Greece was under the capitalist system.
Right.
I said, you're sure? He said, of course I'm sure. What is this letter here sent to you? What letter? He said, here. Give me the letter, open up. It was written in Greek. It was a letter sent to me by my uncle George, Jeannie's father.
My grandfather, yes.
Your grandfather.
Yes.
When I started reading, and before I read the rest of it, the happiness that I felt within myself was that, oh my God, the son of my grandmother who cries and she thinks that he's dead, is alive.
Yeah.
And that will make me so happy to notify my yaya, who was in Albania, by sending him her a letter, not writing.
Yeah.
That made me so happy. Because I didn't know, all I knew is that she used to cry and call it gotcha.
Well, let's go back there for a moment and pause. What did she tell you had happened to George back then? Why did he leave her in the beginning? Your dad's name was?
My dad's name was Panagiotis.
Panagiotis, that's right. So
Panos.
why did George leave your grandmother?
All right.
Yeah, your yaya.
Your grandfather left Greece. In those years, the Greeks used to go out either to Romania or to Egypt,
Okay.
in Alexandria, as migrants to work, do things. And I used to do the same thing what they done when they later on came to Australia or to America and other countries. Because always the Greeks, wherever they went, they always started some business.
Okay.
Always. And he left in 1929.
So in good terms with the family, like there was no problem. He just said, "I'm going
No problem. He just wanted to go to
work."
to do something himself.
19.
And then the war came up,
Yeah.
and there was nothing, no communication or nothing. You thought that maybe he's dead,
okay.
because she didn't know that, civil war happened, this happened.
And do you know where he went? Did he
He
go?
was very young then.
Well, now, let me finish now.
Oh, yeah.
When I started reading the letter,
Yeah.
then my uncle
Yes, George.
explained to me who he was and why he happened, what's happened, and all this. On the letter was quite long.
Yeah.
That he came to Australia, and Australia is a nice place to work in this, and I want you to come here and work and help your mother with her children,
Yeah.
because they have nothing to live with. And I knew all these things. Then, all come to my mind. That I have an uncle who my grandmother always used to cry. Because there were two brothers and one sister. They had a sister in Athens, Alexandria. You know that?
No, I didn't know that. So Panayoto, George,
Panos, Panagiotis, and George.
and Alexander.
In Alexandra.
George was the older, then my father.
Okay.
And the sister was the younger one.
And so did George go to Romania?
He went to Romania, but
And then ended up in Australia, but first Romania.
what happened there, he went to Romania, he done well, he opened a shop and all that, before the communists took control, and everything changed.
And did he meet Vilma?
He met Vilma there, and they got married.
In Romania.
in Romania.
Okay.
And they had one child,
Felicity.
Felicity, in Romania.
Okay. And they had a restaurant.
And they had a restaurant there. And then, when the communist system came and all that, he decided to come to Greece.
Okay.
But at the time, Greece wasn't during the civil war.
Yeah.
And did they stay in Greece for long?
They stayed in Athens because they couldn't come to northern part of Greece to have control of the communist system and all that. And then was the time when Australia opened up in 1952, and he decided, because he didn't want to live there, because life then was very, very bad.
Very poor.
And then thousands of other men, young boys and girls, traveled to Australia instead to America. In America, you used to go, but Australia came because Australia, I think, used to pay for
the trip, maybe.
yeah.
And so did they stay long in Athens? Did they work in Athens before? Do you know?
That's why he left. He couldn't
couldn't
do
work.
anything. You know? He
Did
couldn't.
they ever have a restaurant in Greece? I remember Mum's talking something about Piraeus or something, that they either worked for somebody or...
No. Their sister, your father's sister,
Alexandra.
Alexandra, they had a shop.
Okay.
Right.
Did they help her or something?
Yeah, they did help, but they
Okay,
couldn't help
yeah.
very much, you know.
Yeah, maybe that's what it was.
Yeah,
I remember them talking about Piraeus and a shop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they came here, and that's it.
So now we'll go back. You've got this letter, and it was a lot for you to figure out how to leave your comrade and go to a capitalist country and to get yourself a passport to come to Australia.
Yes.
It was a big risk. It took you a while to think about it.
It was a bit hard,
Yeah.
but because I loved my family and I knew it's the only way to
To give them
help
money,
them.
to send them money.
I
Yeah.
don't know, better do that. And I'm not just going to leave. That doesn't mean I don't hate the communist system. I only fully
You
indoctrinated.
love your family first.
Yeah.
And
Because
tell me, had you met your wife
No.
yet?
No,
No.
no,
Okay,
no,
so keep, yeah. So now you've come to Australia, and that was a bit of a journey too, getting over to Australia. Do you want to share some of that experience? It's
Yeah.
quite emotional. Yeah.
when I came, then I decided to come to Australia. I have to leave the high school. When I left the high school, I went to Budapest. Then I started to work with the French embassy.
That's right.
I tried to organize my passport,
yeah.
everything, so I can come here. And to organize the passport, first I have to go to apply to Greek in Greece because I didn't have in Hungary Greek.
Do you remember how old you were now?
Yeah, I was about 18, 19.
18, yeah. So my son's age.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah.
and you're organising a passport.
Yeah.
And I organized it through the French thing and everything.
Did you ever think they mightn't let you go? The
Yeah, I thought, yeah.
communists.
Yeah. I thought.
Wonder they let you go.
But they let me know. That's
Yeah.
it, because they thought it was Red Cross and because I had good relationship
Yeah.
with the French
Yeah.
people at the
That was
time.
very lucky for you.
Yeah, very lucky. And then I had to take a train from Budapest to Vienna
Yes.
in Austria. And from there, I have to take another train to go to in Italy,
Yeah.
in Trieste.
Yes.
And there boarded a ship, Italian ship, which was full of Italians.
Okay.
Nothing, no Greeks, no nothing. And that ship, it took 44 days to come to Sydney.
44
Okay.
days.
Yeah.
Day and
And
night.
did you not speak Italian?
No.
No, not
So
a
you
word.
really struggled to
Oh,
communicate?
yeah, I was battling, you know.
Yeah.
This is, you know, very, very difficult.
Did you feel alone?
Very, very alone, yeah.
Yeah.
In the ship, I didn't have anybody to speak to, nothing.
Yeah.
And
44 days. And did they feed you well? And
yeah, they fed us every day, every food, macaroni.
macaroni and cheese or just plain?
Macaroni,
Really, macaroni every day.
everything macaroni.
Yeah.
Italian.
Yeah.
And there was a sad moment when the ship went through Greece.
Who was passing from outside Greece. It didn't go
Yeah,
into
but
Greece, it was from
outside,
outside. Went through Suez Canal. And also, I remember last year we used to go there. And what I remember was stopping in a couple places, but they didn't let us go out, only just there. And then when the first one landed in Australia in Fremantle,
Yep, Perth.
in Perth, yeah.
Yeah.
And from there, the ship went to Adelaide, dropped there. From Adelaide, went to Melbourne. And from Melbourne, came to Sydney, full of Italians. When he came to Sydney, the whole ship emptied. Emptied, they got out, and I was the last one. And I didn't know who I'm going to meet, and that. And I was walking up and down. I saw an old people, they were not old then, a couple sitting there. They talking to themselves because they were waiting for me too, but they didn't know me. And they didn't know me. I didn't know them. And I was walking, and I heard them talking between them in Romanian.
Yeah.
Oh,
And I thought, that sounds Romanian. And I got close and I said to him, Thea, is this a theosm? He got up, oh, Christos, grabbed
What a great
me.
moment.
Biggest moment.
so
Hugged
it
me,
was
kissed me.
Vilma, George, and you. Was Felicity there?
No.
Just
no,
the three
no.
of you?
Yeah, just the three of us. And from there, they took us to their place.
Is that in Ramwick or where were they?
No,
living?
they were in number 15, Boundary Road.
Red
Cla-
Strawberry Hill.
No.
No, they were only there. They'd left there I think,
Boundary
before Chris
Road.
came.
Paddington?
No, Paddington. What's it called, Eugene?
Darlinghurst?
Oh, in Randwick? Talking about
It
Randwick?
wasn't in Randwick, it was in
Wait down there. Down near...
Darlington.
That's what I was. Yeah,
Darlington.
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 Down the road
Darlington.
from here.
Oh, Boundary,
Yeah.
Darlington,
Yeah.
yeah.
Darlington.
The first
Yeah.
house, yeah.
19. Write that down, number 19.
Yeah, I'm
And
gonna
go
have
and
a look.
see it sometime
Yeah, I
at
will.
the house.
19 Boundary Road,
Yeah.
Boundary Road,
Darlington.
Darlington.
They're still there, those
And-
houses.
Yeah, I'm going to have a look.
I did go once and have a look from
Yeah,
outside,
me too, yeah.
And
And-
so that was the first place you arrived
I
at?
was the first place, and on the back of the house I had a sunroom.
Oh, nice.
What a sunroom? It's a small thing, closed up. They used to call it sunroom in there.
Yes.
And
They
I
still
lived
have those
there.
places,
I
yeah.
lived there for quite an amount of time until they sold this house and they moved to
Randwick,
Randwick.
Garbutt Street. And one of the first things my papu advised you to do was to learn English.
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
So-
of course.
And you had a bit of a struggle with that in the beginning.
Yes, but I did. Eventually, I did learn the English. I went to school. I got a job, and within 2 or 3 years, I made enough money to put a deposit to buy a house
Amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
and rent rooms.
Uh-huh.
In those
Smart.
days, you used to rent rooms, not to one person, 2, 3 people,
Yes.
to one room. And I'm coming to the story how I decided to marry.
Yes, tell me. I want to know the love story in
Right.
this chat,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
I want to
Yeah.
go into my grandparents.
One day, my grandfather, my uncle,
Your uncle, George,
my uncle,
yeah.
came to my place there, and he was sitting with me, and was there a girl who was renting a place. And I was talking to her because I was trying to learn English and all this. And he said, "Are you friends with her?" I said, "No, she's renting with me." He said, "Make sure you don't marry a girl here, because you do, you'll never go back to Greece again. You will never see your parents." No, I'm not going to do that. And then he wrote a letter to my parents and they wrote me a letter and said, "Look, Chris, if you want, we have here very nice girls. If you want to marry one with us, And I found it a bit very strange how I'm going to meet. But as I was talking to other friends here, they used to do that sort of thing in those days. A lot of other people used to bring girls from another village. They didn't know each other.
Yeah. Like arranged marriage.
Yeah. So one of my cousins from another village, he got in touch with my parents. He said, I have a girl that you would like to meet for your son in Australia.
Okay.
And I got in touch with my parents, and I got in touch with my wife's, my future wife's parents. Then I got in touch directly with her, sending letters, not video calls or telephones,
Writing letters.
only just writing letters. Can you imagine writing letters and after 3 months to go and 3 months to come back?
Yeah.
And I got
And where was she living?
in Greece.
Yep.
Yeah. And then we start writing letters, and I made a decision to bring her over to Australia. Because in those days, a lot of Greek boys my age used to do the same thing. Sometimes they knew each other, sometimes they never knew each other.
Yeah.
So we decided then, lucky enough, she agreed to come to Australia. She was only young those days.
Yeah.
Oh, we started this in 1960, so she was about 20-something. You know? But the funny thing is this. In the meantime, while I was doing these letters then, my brother, Nick, which I brought him to Australia
Yes.
before, right? She met Georgia. So when he came to Australia, he told me about Georgia, how nice girl she is, and this and that, beautiful and this and that. I said, oh my God,
He
sure.
met her over there.
Yeah. Yeah. So every time we used to walk together somewhere in Sydney, and some nice girls walking, I used to say to Nick, my brother, Nick, is Georgia looking like her?
Better.
Better than
So you had everyone telling you about Georgia in Greece.
Yeah,
and you were
yeah,
writing to each
yeah,
other. Isn't
yeah.
that beautiful?
You sure? He said, yes. I felt good, you know, because
Yeah.
I said, my
Beautiful
brother
woman.
telling me, I saw her, I met her. Let me tell you, when she arrived in Sydney.
Yeah.
When she arrived in Sydney, we went down there.
On a
myself-
boat or on an
On a
aeroplane?
boat, on a
Okay,
boat.
as well.
No planes in those
No
days,
planes.
Yeah,
forget it.
that's what I was wondering. So she also went through the
Yeah,
travel.
yeah. And I went to the Sydney Daly Harbour, myself with Nick and one of my friends. Very good friends, we knew each other for years. And when the ship landed, we didn't know. We saw people there, and we were sitting on a thing there, and we used to go like this. Yeah, and this girl goes like, I go like this. Oh my God, she looks very old. Who is this black bitch? And my friend says to me, Chris, that's not good. Send her back. Don't let her get out. And I got very angry with my brother Nick because he was lying to me, telling me that she is looking nice and this and that.
Yeah.
And Nick was there, but at that point he wasn't with them, he was somewhere else. And when she came down there, he said, what are you doing here? I said, what do you mean when you are doing here? I was angry with him. You told me that she is at that and that. Georgia's not like you told me. So what do you mean? I said, look, that girl there, that old lady. Ah, these people, that's not her. When she said that's not her, it's like winning the best lottery.
Best lottery.
Yeah.
Yeah. God.
At least not that one.
Yeah.
Because probably that girl was somebody relatives for somebody else was saying
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
And I can still see now when we went, I can see Georgia now coming through the walking,
Yeah.
still stuck in my mind now. Other things I forgot, I don't even remember.
But you remember her walking towards
Yeah,
you.
we're walking, we come up there. She was nice, beautiful, very nice. And to do the right thing, I didn't take them to my house to sleep. I took her to Feli, my,
Virginia, my mum's sister.
yeah, that's
You
right.
took her to stay with Felicity.
To stay with her
Okay.
for a week or two. And because there was some I don't know, religious thing that we couldn't marry at the time, have to wait 2 weeks.
Okay.
And we married in, I guess, Spiridon, I guess, San Spiridon.
St. Spirito?
Kingsford, San Spiridon.
Kingsford?
Kingsford, yeah.
Kensington?
Kingsford, yeah.
Kingsford?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we married there. Ever since, we lived like nothing before.
Love story.
Very nice. But the one thing that really and truly made me now love her was the last 30 years when we lived together day and night. Because we were thinking together about the same things, about what we're going to buy, this house, this, that. Children grow up, this and that. Everything. It was like one human being, two human beings in one brain.
Become one. Yeah.
In one.
Beautiful.
And we were thinking about the same thing, the same way. And that's what happened.
Tell us about her, because it's such a beautiful love story. Did you both got to go back and visit your family?
Yeah, yes.
Together?
Yeah. I went back 2 or 3 years later on. I was reading the book of Odysseus, Homer, the Greek writer, the ancient Greek of Odysseus, that he returned to his house after being away for 20 years.
Ah.
I said, 20 years?
Yeah.
Exactly 20 years. I was 1968 and 1948.
How long it had been since you'd been home? For you, how long had it
20
been?
years.
It had been also 20
Yeah, it was
years.
actually, that made me said,
Then you went, I got to do this.
yeah, I'm going to do this one. And we used to
Wow.
live in St. Susie then, in Rocky Point Road, St.
That's
Susie.
right, yeah.
And I have Christina, 3 years old, and Angelo, 2.5 years old.
Okay.
And I make a decision to go and visit my parents no matter what happens.
Yes. And were your mum and dad still alive?
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful, yeah.
We were corresponding with sending them. I used to send them money, used to help them as much as I could. But and then I decided to go for the first time. And when I decided to go back to Greece, Nick said to me, I'm coming with you too.
Oh, nice.
But I had him here.
Yeah.
All right, we'll go. So we got a plane and we ended up in Greece. And that, in 1968, was where the junta was in power, the dictatorship of
Okay.
the Greek. And the northern part of Greece, had strict rules how to go and this and that. So we got a plane from Athens to Yanina, and then at night we went very light down there. It was very light.
Oh, you had to get to the village.
I had them to go to the village. You have to get a taxi.
Okay.
We got a taxi, and they used to, all my parents and all the relatives, they knew them coming. And they were waiting outside the house there for hours because it took a long time to get them there. I'm telling you these things which I'll remember till the day I die. So me and Nick came with the taxi, got out of the taxi, and this woman grabs me and kisses me and says, Vimu Christo, means
My child.
my
Yeah,
child.
My
that's
son,
right.
yeah.
My mother kissed him. And Nick kissed me. Chris, that's not our mother.
Just one of the
one of the relatives used to say "pedim." Well,
Yeah.
they used to say "pedim."
Which you do. Yeah.
You know, and
That's
I
what I
thought,
said. To me, it's like anyone says it.
Yeah.
My child, my child.
Yeah.
But it doesn't
Yeah.
mean it's your child.
Yeah.
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 But I'll remember this moment till the day I die. And it was very nice. And then, unfortunately, Nick stayed there. Fortunately, I don't know. He stayed there because he liked it. And then
Had he had his children, George and Con?
no,
that's what I
no, no.
thought.
That
I
was
think
before he was single.
That's what I
Yeah.
thought. So now, yes.
Yeah.
Tell us.
After he stayed there, and a few years, I think, 3 or 4 years later on, he got married. And
You
have
met
children.
Heraclea?
Yeah.
Okay.
And they married. They have 2 children and all this stuff.
Was that arranged as well, Heraclea?
Yeah.
That was arranged, wasn't it?
Oh, in
Or
those
did he go
days.
back and meet her in?
In those days, it wasn't anything, arrangement.
You weren't online dating on the phone.
Nothing of
It
that.
was arranged.
No,
And
no.
so, because I brought Mum and Dad here, can you tell us some more stories about George and Vilma? Anything that you remember them sharing about some of their journey before Mum came into the world? You know, just some of those younger years with Felicity, and any remembering of where Vilma actually was born, and like, do you know that?
All I know is that Vilma was born in Transylvania,
Transylvania.
which was part
Yeah.
of Hungary.
Okay.
Yeah.
At
I
the
think-
time, was part of Hungary.
I think the town was called Terlunjun. That's what she used to say to me, Terlunjun in Transylvania.
Yeah.
And
And
so
I-
that's in Hungary.
And they met and they married. They had everything when everything went good.
They must have met quite young, so it wasn't arranged.
Oh yeah, no.
That wasn't arranged. That
not
was
not
love.
arranged that.
Yeah.
Well, we don't really know how it did happen, but
No.
maybe somebody said, "Meet this girl or meet this man." I don't.
But they were young.
Actually never talked much about how they met.
And-
No,
did they?
never.
All the stories, they never talked about that.
And was Vilma a lot younger than George?
Not very long, a few years. Not
Okay, not a big difference.
Yeah,
No, not big, 6, 8 maybe,
yeah, that's all.
something like that.
Yeah,
And then Felicity was born in Romania.
in Romania, yeah.
Okay. So now coming back to Australia, did they have a lot of friends and community? What were they like growing up? Yeah.
When they
When
came
you
to
got
Aus-
here, yeah.
when they came to Australia, I didn't
Yeah.
have no friends, no nothing,
Yep.
absolutely nothing. They started from scratch again. Same thing.
They had a
And
few,
what was their business when they came here? Was it food or
Ivan,
what was their work when they came to Australia? What did they
they
do?
work in a factory here and
Yeah.
there, you know.
Because I remember my grandmother sewing clothes.
Yeah.
She worked at the Clico shirt factory. Do
Okay.
you remember that? It's Clico shirt factory.
She was a very nice person.
Yeah.
Very, very nice, very friendly. And the lucky thing was we could communicate with each other in Hungarian.
She spoke Hungarian
Oh, yeah, fluent.
and Romanian?
Yeah.
So you could speak in Romanian too.
No, the Romanian didn't speak.
So you could speak Hungarian.
Hungarian I could speak with her.
Ah.
With my uncle I spoke Greek only.
Yeah.
Uh,
So with George you spoke Greek, and with Vilma you could speak Hungarian.
yeah.
Yeah, I always. Okay, got it. And do you remember Felicity being born?
Or being told about it.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Oh no, because you came and she was old. She was
Yeah.
already born.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
sorry.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Okay, yes.
Yeah.
Do you remember much? I was going to say my mum being born. That's what I meant to
Yeah.
say. Do you remember when my mum came?
Yeah,
into
she
the
was
world?
a young little girl, you know.
I was already 5 when he came.
Yeah.
I thought only Felicity was born. So
And
you,
Lucy was born overseas.
so you were already
I was the only
alive.
one that was born here.
Felicity was
so
born
when
in
you came
Romania.
off, when he came off the boat, you were already born.
No.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, so I'm saying when he migrated to Australia,
Yeah.
you weren't born.
No,
No,
no.
it was just
He was
Felicity.
born here
Yes,
in Sydney.
yes.
Well, I was born because he came
No.
56 and I was born 51.
That's what I'm trying to clarify.
Yeah.
So when
I
he
was
got
born
off the
51.
when he got off the ship, after he got the letter, it was only written about Felicity and
Oh, but
Vilma and George.
That's long
So
while
by the
before.
time he got here,
Yeah.
you were young.
I was 5, yeah.
5.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, a little
Yeah, yeah.
baby.
So you met both of the girls.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is there anything you want to ask about your childhood?
Well, I
Yeah.
suppose you've just made me think about Felicia. Did Mum or Dad say much about about Feli? I remember them saying everybody really liked her. The people liked her. I remember them saying she was very clever when she was young. But I can't remember if she went to school or high school. She did in Australia.
Yeah.
I remember that. She was 14 and went to high school. And she didn't want to leave Romania, Mum used to say. She didn't know Australia.
Yeah, she'd know, yeah.
You know? So,
Do you remember much about the education of Felicity? Like what she did?
All I
and
know
studied?
is that
Yeah.
she went to high school here, I think. Yeah,
yeah.
that's all.
so she would have gone to school
But she
in
spoke.
Romania too.
Yeah.
Do you know what?
Did she go to Romanian
do you know
school too?
what where they lived in Romania when she was born and when they were
They
working?
told me, but I forgot now.
Yeah, I can't remember either. And they had a restaurant, didn't they, while they were there?
They had a shop, small shop.
Because
But
Leisha used to talk about them having alcohol in barrels, and then they'd have to siphon them into bottles for the customers.
yeah,
And I don't know why, but that story stuck, siphoning the wine.
So they would have had Romanian food in that restaurant,
Yeah,
even though Vilma was born in Hungary.
but she was Romanian. So,
She was Romanian.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
Vilma was Romanian.
yeah.
Yeah. And so
Romanian citizens at the time,
Yes.
Yeah.
but Hungarian background, because the country that she was born was Hungarian,
Okay.
taken over by the Romanian later on.
Yeah.
This happened to many countries.
So it's
Yeah.
very hard to
Yeah,
compute.
In
Border.
Greece, you know how many places
Yeah.
Greeks live which are now under the rule of other people.
Other people,
Yeah.
because some of your
So most of-
family here speaks German.
Well, the ones that went to Germany,
Okay.
because after 1960, 62, 63, they stopped coming to Australia. They started, Germany took up.
Okay.
And a lot of the Greeks, then they used to migrate to Germany, and a lot of them
Had to learn German.
sent Germany, and some of them even settled there. Others, they come back to Greece and went. Now, when my brother, was older than me, came from Albania to Greece in 1958, then 2 years later, he decided to go to Germany. And there,
What's his name?
Thanasis,
Yes.
that's where he grew up.
That's right.
And then Sotiris, my other
Yes.
brothers, he went there, he settled there.
In Germany?
Everything in Germany,
Yeah.
in Cologne.
Oh, nice.
I went in Cologne once there with my wife. There, I saw them there and everything.
But they ended up in Australia.
So did he?
So
No,
Tiris
no,
or just
no,
came
no,
to
no,
visit?
no,
Okay.
never.
Only a trip.
Visit.
Only visit came, not Sotiris, only Thanasis came.
Okay.
And his older son,
Uh-huh.
Dimitris, who passed away when he was 53 years old.
Okay. In Australia.
And the other brother who came to visit him, he was Vasilis, who was a baby, a few months old when I left Greece.
Wow.
Oh. And he made it to Australia.
To
Yeah.
visit.
Yeah, to
Yeah,
visit.
visit, yeah.
So some of your family got to come and see you in Australia. That's nice. Yeah.
Vasilis came to visit me, Thanasis came to visit me, and Thanasis' older son.
So did he.
And George's sister, what happened to her?
Joseph's sister, we decided,
auntie,
Alexandra.
we decided to bring them over here.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
did she come to Australia?
No.
Ivan?
Alexander.
George's sister, your dad's sister.
Not his dad, his uncle.
Uh,
Yeah.
Hang on.
Sorry, you're talking about George, my dad's sister?
Yeah. Yes.
Alexandra.
Yes. Alexandra.
Yeah.
Did she come from Athens to Australia?
No, she never came
No,
She
here.
never
no,
came.
no.
So
She
what
never-
happened to her? Did she pass away or?
Oh, I only think I met her only once, very shortly,
Okay.
when I was with them there, because they settled in Athens for many years.
And
They
very
had,
hard to see
they
them,
had
yeah.
business there,
Yeah.
and they settled there.
And do you know if Vilma has any family in that you have met or?
Yeah, Vilma had a family, two families. One family still in Sylvania in Romania, one brother, I think. one in Hungary, which I met when I visited them and met with my Georgia, my wife. And another Andras who was here.
Uncle.
And Chorik, Andy and Atsi.
Yeah.
Andrea and Atsi.
They went to Perth then, and
They went to Perth, somewhere there, WA.
they died there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they've passed away now,
She
but I
died.
met them when I was young.
Yes, you've met
So she
them.
had 2 brothers and 1 sister.
Who, Vilma?
Yeah.
2 brothers, no sisters.
No sister.
Oh, 3 brothers.
Only brothers.
Oh,
3
two
brothers.
2 brothers.
Yeah.
1 in Hungary, 1 in Romania, and 1 came to
And one
Australia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Andras, Andrea, isn't it? Yeah.
And I remember, I don't know if Mum ever told you these stories, but I remember Mum told me that her mother didn't get on with her because she was the only girl, and as a girl, she was the apple of her father's eye. He loved her. He loved his sons, but along comes a girl. So, and she used to say her mother didn't love her as much because she didn't like the attention, she got from her father. Did she ever tell you stories about that?
No.
And she used to say her
Maybe
mum,
she did, but
yeah. It always stuck with me because she'd say her mother would be very hard on her growing up. So she also said that Mum, her mother, sent her to work with a Hungarian family, and she lived in the house and worked with the family as well. I don't know where. I suppose that was in Hungary, because she learned a lot of Hungarian cooking there, living with those people.
Oh,
So
I love the Hungarian cooking.
yeah.
What was one of your favourite memories of Vilma and George here in Australia that you can remember?
the first memory is the one which I met them in Sydney Harbour.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
is beautiful.
That was the best, that I came somewhere and I meet somebody who is
Yeah.
part of a family.
Yeah.
I didn't come to nobody.
Yeah.
That was very, very strong.
Yeah. That would have been amazing.
Because
day.
a lot of other people used to come, you meet your brothers or sisters or wife.
Yeah.
And I came here and meet an uncle,
Yeah.
which I never met.
It's such a
Only
beautiful
knew about
story.
his existence from my grandmother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He used to call him Gache. You know, Gache used to call
Yeah.
him.
What was your yaya's name?
Who?
Your grandmother's name?
Dimitrura.
And
That's right.
you never got to see her from that day in Albania again.
No,
How does that make you feel? Like,
very, very guilty.
Yeah.
And you know what's the guiltiest
what
part?
is the guilt about? Yeah.
I used to send letters. And she used to get my father to write and on her behalf.
Okay, so you corresponded.
Yeah. And then in 1967, I got a letter that my grandmother passed away. When I went and met my uncle, your grandfather, and I told him the news, he cried. And he said, children like myself, you should kill them off because I should have went and met my mother. She could have, but unfortunately,
So George felt guilty for
felt
not
very guilty that he didn't go to meet
to
his
meet
mother.
his mother. I got it. And
But
did
the
he
problem
write to
is,
her?
the problem
Yeah.
was that he came here with nothing.
Yes.
And he was working, he didn't have enough money
Yes.
go.
Yes.
to be able to go like we used to do later on.
Yeah.
And that made him very, very guilty.
Yeah.
Of course.
And because of that, I decided in 1968 and the other things, about when I read this
The book.
story, the book, I said, no, I'll do it, doesn't matter what. I didn't have much money. I borrowed some money because I was paying off the house and working this and that. But I had the guts to do it. you
Yeah.
know, and I went. But if I would have made the decision 1 year earlier, because to me, my grandmother was the one who really had me as a little child.
She was like a mother to you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
better than a mother.
Yes.
No, not really.
Yeah.
You know, like
She
grandmother.
was the mother, yeah.
Yeah.
She was the role of the mother. Yeah.
And so if you'd gone 1 year earlier, you would have seen her.
Yeah.
So that's your regret.
Yeah.
And George's regret, he never
Yeah.
went.
Yeah,
And did
yeah.
George write to your mum and send a photo? Like, did he communicate with
He
her?
would have written to his brother, wouldn't he?
Yeah, he did have communication. But
But he regrets seeing her and holding her, and
look,
it's very
he
hard.
came here with nothing, no money, no nothing. And he started to do work with 2 children and all that, you know.
Very hard life. Yeah.
Work in factories here, there, you know, it wasn't very easy.
No.
The same thing happened to me when I done here. I worked very hard, but I managed.
I mean, reading your story, I mean, learning about at a very young age how you picked up the grenade after I think the guerrillas had left the guns and the grenades, and how
yeah.
that accident caused you to lose fingers and eyesight.
Yeah,
And then when your father was taken away and you ran up as an 11-year-old child and swapped the jacket and took his place, you've been on such a journey to be able to end up here, find this beautiful, you know, bring this beautiful wife over, children, grandchildren. Have you got some feeling inside you as a sense of like worthiness of all your journey, like feeling like I really have made my life the best I
Made
can?
a great life. Yeah.
Do you have that feeling?
yeah.
Or is this the guilt override that, or can you overcome the guilt and really thank
No,
yourself?
I don't have any guilt because I haven't done anything wrong. All
Yes.
I've done in my life, the best I could have done.
Yes, that's how I feel. Yes.
I couldn't have done anything more than
Yeah.
that I've done.
Yeah. That's all you can hope for, isn't it? To say, I did all I could
Yeah.
in your life, really, for anybody. Yeah.
And you've recently lost your beautiful beloved wife.
Yeah.
And that is the worst thing that happened to my lifetime.
Yeah.
To me, listen to this. My wife is now, not while she was here, but now that I lost her, feel that she was the best human being in the whole planet.
Yeah.
That's how I feel now,
Yeah.
which I lost her.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what would your message be to other people about love?
Always think about your partner that you love till your day you die. And don't, because sometimes you have some argument with one another, like we used to have sometimes, and we raise our voice. I feel sometimes so guilty now. Like I keep saying, even now when I walk, said 1,000,000 times sorry, darling, if I ever rouse my wife, because you did deserve that. I say it now, not that.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah.
Now that I lost her, I said, you were the best person. Because whatever I needed, she was in full control of it. My food, my clothes, my things, and that, everything, full. In the house, whatever she wanted to do with the house, whatever she wanted, furniture, this and that to buy, she had full control. I never said, no, don't do this, don't do that. Full control. Like she never got involved in what I was doing.
She
in
let you be you.
The business part. The business part, I had full control and full support from her all the time. And we done well.
You did.
Because we started with nothing and now
Beautiful.
we're financially independent.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. It's such, I mean, I'd love to talk to you more. Is there anything you want to finish up with?
No, I think we've covered wonderful history and wonderful life. And yeah.
One of the things you say that I'll finish up with is that you wished when you were interviewed in 44 for oneness, for people of any, you know, regardless of their race, of their, you know, where they come from, that we become one. How do you feel now with all your experience? Is there anything you want to finish up by saying to what you hope for humanity and the world?
That the human beings on this planet, they are all the same, and they all deserve the same rights and luck. It doesn't matter which part of the world they're coming, they are on the same planet
Yeah.
that we all share together. The sun, the air, and the land. We all live in one planet. So we all should be like one part of a human being.
That would be nice.
The fact that some people are different in colors, that's nothing to do with theirs. It's the system of the nature. If you grow up from a little child in Africa because of the sun, your skin slowly become black. It becomes different. In some other parts on the planet, the people look slightly different. That's okay. Like, look at the planet, the plants. The plants, they make.
Trees.
The trees, everywhere you see, they're the same, slightly different here and there. You know? We are the same thing.
Yeah.
I love
Human beings should never, ever learn to hate each other.
Yeah.
Never, ever, because that hatred, if you go through history for thousands of years,
Yeah.
they used to get inside them
Yeah.
how to control and how to get over somebody else. That was wrong. From there and continues now.
And it's still going on now. I mean, you lived
Exactly.
through so many
Yeah.
wars,
Exactly.
and it's still
Exactly.
happening now. Yeah.
It's still happening wars now.
Yeah.
The human being should come to the stage and say, stop.
Yeah.
No more army. Stop arming. No more countries. No more nothing. Local areas live. That's it.
I hope that's what they come to in the future.
Well, thank you for talking.
Just before
Yeah.
you finish
go
up,
ahead,
I just have to say we've had many, many years together. I'm 74 this year, and Chris has known me for 69 of those.
Amazing.
And your dad, and we've had many, many chats here, many conversations.
Yes, of course.
But I have to say what struck me listening to you today, I don't remember you ever spouting hate or hating the Hungarians or hating anything. You always tell the story, but you never refer to them as, I hated those people. You may have felt it sometimes, but you never taught us hate because of what you went through.
Yeah. No,
Very good point.
not to hate.
You lived
Yeah.
with a lot of grace.
Yeah, I mean, he lived through a lot that
Yeah.
he could have really
If
hated
I-
those
Yes,
people. you
I
know?
was surprised to hear, and I
If-
just add, I was surprised to hear how much hardship and trauma you had experienced from literally
Yeah.
3 years old, if not younger. And I think what Mum is saying, even me growing up around you, I never felt you were an angry person of any nation, any colour. So it's you had so much grace about
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, but his own experiences. He's
Yeah.
never told us stories, has he, Cos, that, they hated those people, or I've just wished they'd all die,
Yes.
or
If I-
never wished anything
Exactly.
terrible,
No.
yet so much had happened to awful things.
Well, actually, that's one of the things I was going to ask. Was it faith that helped you through all these times? Any, meaning like, did you have a faith?
As in
Yeah,
religion.
yeah. Oh, wait, hang on. Was it faith that helped you have that acceptance of humanity as rather than poking hate towards what they had, they had done and killed your brother? What was it? Some form of faith that helped you get through?
I have learned through my life that the problem of hate, it's like when you have cancer,
Like poison.
a poison. If you have a medication, find the medication to stop hatred in every human body. If you do that, all mankind will change for better. Because hatred goes to human beings without them knowing, without them asking for it. It's just inside them.
Anger, hate,
Exactly.
resentment. Yeah.
If you will be able to find a medication that you never feel that
No,
way,
that would be good.
that will be the best medication
Yeah.
to find.
To feel love.
Yeah. Help other people. They'll help you. Whatever you're going to do, they're going to do too. So that's
Karma.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's a good life. It was a good life. Still a good life. All your beautiful grandchildren.
Yes.